Hello everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial with Joanne Mulligan. Today I'm going to show you how to use sponge daubers to apply ink to your stamps to create some shading and dimension. We're going to use the Fresh Fruit stamp set and the coordinating Designer Series paper fruit stand. The colors Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, and Pear Pizzazz. These are our sponge daubers. We're going to use two, one for the yellow and one for the greens. And then a little bit of Wink of Stella we're going to use, plus a little tiny bit of linen thread to add a little bow. Let's get started. First I'm going, move some of this stuff out of my way here. We're going to take a piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock. This is going to be 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score it at 5 1/2, fold it, and we're going to get a nice sharp crease with our bone folder, and we'll just set that aside for right now. We're going to take a piece of the Designer Series paper with the pears, and this is the effect that I'm going to go for. See how there's the different colors? There's some yellows and the darker greens in here. That's what I'm going for when I do the stamp, what I'm going to show you with the sponge daubers. We're going to apply a little fast fuse to this, and we're going to put it right on a small little panel of Pear Pizzazz. Set that aside. Forgot I was going to put my Daffodil Delight side here. This is the dots with the Daffodil Delight. It has some peaches on the back of this. This paper is gorgeous. Very summery. Of course, summer is almost over now, but nice to think about summer. And we're going to set that aside for right now. Now we're going to get inking our stamp. This is our pear stamp, and we're going to use the leaves. It's a photopolymer stamp, so you can see right through it. We're going to take our Daffodil Delight, we're going to take our Old Olive, and we're going to ink up our stamp with the Daffodil Delight. Get some on there. I'm just going to go in with a little bit on my sponge dauber. See, it has a little hole here. You can stick your finger right in there so you can get better control. And I'm just going to put some more yellow in there just to make sure I have good ink coverage. Then we're going to go into our Old Olive, and we're going to go around the edges and just bring it in a little bit. I'll put a little bit more down at the bottom. We want to get some variations here. Let's see what we're going to look like. Yeah. You can, since you can see through it, I can see against the white paper. I don't know if you can see it at home. We're going to ink that up real nice. Take a small little panel of Whisper White, and we're going to just press it on down. Make sure you get a nice stamp, and there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to do the same thing with my leaves. I'm going to use, let me close up my Daffodil Delight. Now I'll take my Pear Pizzazz, which is the lighter green. So I'm going to ink that up. Then I'm going to take my Old Olive, and I'm just going to go right around the edges using the Old Olive. Get right in there, all around the edges. And then we're going to stamp that right on the top. And there's our leaves. And see how we have the nice lighter shade of green in the inside, and then it has the darker on the outside? Now I like to have, you know me, I like to sponge and have a little bit of sponging around the edges, so I'm going to take my dauber. Instead of using a sponge, I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to go right around the edges. Very gentle, just to break up some of that white. Go all the way around. There we go. And there we go. Now I'm going to take my Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to take the splatters from Gorgeous Grunge, which is another of my go-to sets. I use it all the time. Ink that up, and I'm just going to go around in the background and I'm going to take some of the ink off. I don't want it full strength. And I'm just going to go around just to take away some of that white and to give a little bit of texture and to the background so it's not so stark. And there you go. See how that matches these so beautifully? Now we're going to take some linen thread, and I did 3 strands. And I'm going to tie a little bow. Woohoo! I did that one on the first try. You know me, I have trouble with my bows. And I'm just going to trim this with a little bit here, just to get some of that off of there. We'll take a glue dot and apply that right to the middle. And there we go. Now to finish up our card, we're going to take some dimensionals. And I wanted a few things to pop up off the page. I didn't want it all to be flat. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this panel. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. And that is going to go right in the middle. Then I'm going to take my little pear and put my dimensionals on here. And if you notice, I ran out of dimensionals. Just make sure you use every little last bit, because it's going to be on the back. I just cut off a little chunk. I do that all the way around so that I make sure I get every little last bit of my dimensionals that I can. And there we go. And there's your card. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. For a list of the products used and card dimensions, please click the link in the video description. Be sure to visit my website, stamptiyouDrop.com, for more ideas and inspiration. I can also be found on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Thank you for watching, and happy stamping!